Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the studio. I see that we are frozen on an image of Mir's rear end, which is, not the worst thing it could be frozen on, Here we go. Mir is frantically trying to rip apart the catnip. And it's not just any catnip, it's catnip with silver vine. Has anybody heard of that? Hey, Spook. Minnie doesn't seem to care all that much, but this is the second time today he's tried to run off with it. But I'm gonna give Minnie some up there. I'll give you some more. Come on. We're gonna put some on the lizard over here. How about this? We're gonna put some on the lizard. It's over here. I need to just get him a pouch. You want some too? Minnie likes regular catnip. I don't know what's so special about this stuff, but what's in there? It's the same color as your tail. Yes. See what Minnie does with it. She's sniffing. So, welcome, good afternoon. I have a kiln that is almost ready to be unloaded. We're letting it cool down right now because it is still a bit warm. It's still close to 400 degrees. Are you nuzzling he's nuzzling the camera. There we go. Where is my sponge? I need to move this stuff out of the way before I trip over it and fall. What happened? What just happened? Lassa, thank you for the resub. Whoa, does that say 107 months? 107 is a very long time. Thank you very much. Thank you for helping us keep the cats in kibble so long. What are you doing? You got catnip on your head. You got things on your head. Only 107, yeah. What? Is it safe? Is it safe to scratch you up here? Like one of our cats, like one of our very first cats we ever had, if you gave him catnip, he became super vicious, like loving and playful, but like no inhibitions, and he would like rip your hand open. He's like, he's come and get me. There we go, and then you got your lizard. There you go. Minnie's gone. She's yes. She's been a good part of the morning up here too, taking a nap. All right. Like I said, I need to glaze some things. I need to see what we got over here. I think I'm mostly going to be doing purple and black things. Because those are the two glazes I've just refreshed. You're sick of those two having the job that you want, right? Right, nobody's trying to replace you, honey. Look at him hugging his lizard. So what I'm doing is I'm filling in some of the medallions. With some watered down glaze, and then we'll put wax over that, which is what the purple pinkish bucket is. I did have to start on a new tub of wax, so we had I used the last of my purple food coloring on this bucket. I don't know, how long have we had that thing? We've had that bottle of food coloring for years, I know, but I finally used the last of it. Right? Wonder Hamster needs one of the giant human cat beds, yep. So he can look at it with disdain and just lay in the big cardboard box it comes in, instead. We have been letting the cats out on their catio. We started to put together a catio last fall, and now that it's like finally warmed up enough to have the doors open and windows open, we let them out there. And of course, like, we put a cardboard box for them to sit in out there because we thought that's what they liked, and they not touched it at all. What? Oh, dripping water. You hear water. Do you have the stamp pad? Look at him. He's found the bag. I see what you're doing. You're greedy. Is there a limit of how much catnip a cat should have? Yes, look at all this stuff that's over here. Come on, look. Look, all of it. This bed is covered in like leaves. There. Oof. He's like, but I've already licked them. What are we doing? What? You gonna lay right here? We need to lay right next to the wheel and all the things. That can't be comfortable. You've got the edge of the wheel in your armpit. Come on. Come on. Yeah. There you go. You learned from Kiba, didn't you? Mm-hmm. He's like, this is the special spot. So I'm painting wax on the medallion and on the bottom of the mugs. I saved you. You could say thank you. Mm-hmm. Now, are you stuck to the poof, or are you okay? Are you holding on because you want to hold on? Or is your claw in there too? Oh, okay. If you want to be over there, just. Uh-huh, yes. Well, your claw's in there pretty good. There you go. There. You can put it back if you want. There. Okay, she put it right back. Then that's all she wants. She looked dead at the camera when she said that. Oof. Those ears. So at least I know how to get the cats back here now. To be on stream a little bit, gotta bribe them with drugs. That lizard's about to die. Shazam, hello. Just adding a little bit more to this one. All right, so this is a tankard for the Akatar series. It says Valaris, this city of starlight. All right, it will be black, so I'll put it over there. I need red. Thought I'd lost my sponge, but it's just in here. She's chasing her tail. All right, this is a Hellfire Club mug. And always make the devil face red, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna let it sit. So right now we're just gonna watch glaze dry. We're gonna watch it change color. You have yet to see her fall off. Once she fell off and kind of like hung here by her front paws and caught herself once. So not very often. I mean, not that, you know, once that I saw, I was here for. She's pretty good. Minnie is pretty graceful. There's some mirror fluff. Oh, that was Minnie fluff. Minnie, what color are you? Hey. I don't think she got any on her. I don't think she got anything on her, but she came over here and tripped over my wax, so now I've got like purple wax everywhere, but I don't think any of it got on her. So we talked about her being so graceful, and then I just had to say something about her being so graceful, didn't I? And so this one will be glazed red and black. There we go. And actually, while I'm thinking about this, the red and black and stuff, I've got some others here that will need to be the red and black. There we go. So this is one, you'll be able to see it in just a second. It says a violent little thing with a dragon on it. And it's from Fourth Wing. It is probably, I think it was the most successful of the Fourth Wing mugs. Like they were all, people liked them all, but this is the one that people came back for once I was sold out of it, wanting it, so. And I make this one the red and black as well. Now I've got catnip in here. Like, what are these chunky things in the wax? It's catnip. I need to check again to make sure Minnie doesn't have a pink foot. Alright, what color should I make my F-off I'm crocheting mug? I have two of these, and I made one red and blue. I made one of them the Sedona color, which is the one you can't see because of the camera. It's that one. What should the other one be? Should it be red and black? Should it be just like blue and black? Should it be purple? I've already got a few curse word mugs in the kiln that's cooling down. Purple's always popular. Purple. I kind of like the purple and black myself. This one is also going to be purple. It's going to be purple, green, and blue. So as we've been unloading the bisque kiln, which is what, you know, we call the first firing, Minnie has been following us to the back door because she thinks we're going to let her out. Or she hopes that we would let her out. It seems we're frozen over here. Not that Mir has moved at all. Wait for it. Yep. See, no, not at all. Here we go. Hey, Cobalt Reaver. Good afternoon. Here we go. There we go. I'm gonna make it where you can see what I'm doing a little bit. Where does he go? He has plenty of room over here to lay. He's over here laying right next to my stack of mugs, leaning against them. All right, come on. Let that dry for a second there. So this one is one of the Fluff You Fluff and Fluffer mugs, and it's always a little bit easier to fill in if I do the text and the outline first in wax. So there's the outline in pink. And I'm sorry, I've got to take my glasses off to do this. Will I ever be able to get them back on? I'm coming over here. There we go. Mirror's over there chewing on a paintbrush. Sure sign you need bifocals, right? Yeah, I missed just one little spot. We're okay. Let's see if I can get these back on with my mic. There we go. Oh, Minnie's in her hammock. There she is. There we go. Crimson Sheep, hey! Good afternoon. Thank you for the 114 months. That's our record holder right there. All right. Now the rest of this one will be purple. Now while I'm getting ready to add some glaze to these guys, I did promise that we were going to do a kiln opening today, but it is cooling down a little bit, so we will be doing the kiln opening. You haven't missed it. I just don't want to burn my fingers as much. Alright, so there's that one, and then I will put some more wax over the top of it. But there we go. Fluff you fluffy fluffer. You've almost bought Bezos a PS5 at this point. Well, I still appreciate the support. This is going to go in the purple side. And I'm going to see if I can clean this off without wiping it completely away. I'm going to see what this is. Be right back.
puertorriqueña. Yo te la traigo de Cupey, de Vega Baja y de Santurce, de toda parte de Puerto Rico. Esta bomba yo la dedico a toda mi gente de Puerto Rico, a la familia Fontanet, allá en Cupey Alto y Lo Mejía en Vega Baja. ¡Que gocen! Bomba, bomba, para siempre. Bomba, bomba, está presente. Aquí lo canta mi gente. Bomba, bomba, para siempre. Baila, baila y goza. Mi bomba puertorriqueña. Bomba, bomba. Bomba, bomba. Bomba, bomba. Bomba, bomba. Bomba, bomba, para siempre.
Jazz Club. Really flying the music. Okay.
All right. We are back.
So packed in here.
Whew.
The band sounds great. Double penny whistle track.
I think we've switched cats, haven't we? Minnie left and Mir came back.
How are you?
The side cam is a little tired. The side cam needs to be refreshed. I can see the cat. Why can't y'all see the cat?
You enjoy it? Yeah. Yeah, I love that. That movie is great.
There we go. Bobbin, thank you for the follow.
Okay.
All right, no, this is one of the 10-ounce mugs.
Alright, yeah. Thank you. Alright, you wanna let me sneak through?
Right, I've already proved I can't see anything. Well, there's Minnie. Move that before she steps her foot in it again. I don't think it actually got her. She doesn't have a pink foot, which it has happened before. Luckily, it's just food coloring, so it's not anything that's actually, you know, harmful.
People in it than there is right now. Right now, about
What are you doing, huh?
20 feet wide. People packed in there, man.
I could put some of this stuff back up here since there's no cats here. I'm trying to lay on everything. Now this one will probably be the Carlsbad color, which is this one right here. That, or sometimes I make it Treebeard. So, one or the other. But good afternoon, everybody. Happy Thursday. Let's see, I need to see where the pink is. Because this is one of the Luna mugs, and I'll make the glasses pink. That one didn't show up very well. Much better. What color should the bookworm be? Normally I make it Misty Forest, but I don't have any emerald right now. When I went to order some glazes, they were out of it. They're making more. Or the ingredients for it are, you know, coming in. They were just out of it. So I made some of the bookworms that I had of regular mugs. I made them this color because it was the Misty Forest, which is up there. I made it the green and black, the jade and black. And I could make this one that color too. Green and black. There might be some in this kiln load that we're going to open up. There might be. Look at that, all these gray hairs in my wax bucket. I can't even narrow it down to which cat they belong to now. Could also be the green and white, the sea foam, if I'm gonna stick with green. You always feel the tankards need to be an earthy color. Well, this one is going to be purple, so I don't know, not too earthy of a color, but I usually make this one sweet pea, so when it's a regular mug, so it's going to be sweet pea as a tankard. And this one will probably be the red and black. Because it says I knit so I don't kill people. as I'm waxing them, I'm putting them into different stacks of what needs to be what color, because if I don't, and I just set them down all as one lump, I'm going to forget what color I decided on. Especially because a lot of these don't need to be a specific color. They can just be whatever color we want. This is a custom order, and I don't really know what it means. But I made it. And it's going to be unicorn farts, because it's also got a unicorn on it. So if anybody has any enlightenment for me, do you get the reference? They wanted the yarn chooses the knitter, but they wanted it with a unicorn and with a magic wand on it. The yarn chooses the Yeti knitter. What does it say? And the bottom says, "So run Yeti far." Does that mean anything to anybody? Should I Google it? May we all look as comfortable as Mir. In his cat bed, Taco snuggled around his lizard. You want a nap like that? Get into all the little nooks and crannies here. No, stay within the lines. These can also be any color we want them to be, but I like purple, so I make them purple and black. I've also made a custom order before where someone asked if I could make the cat look like their cat, and so we made it orange. The glaze is splattering. Here we go. I think his little angry eyes is my favorite part of this whole one, this design. And if I was going to model this after our own cat, it would have to be entirely white, because we have a long-haired, white, fluffy cat. Her name is Fuzzy. Because that's what we ended up calling her. We tried to give her different names, but her name, we ended up just calling her Fuzzy Butt. And so that's what stuck. He's dreaming. Do you see his little feet twitch? There we go. I need a little bit more water in here. All right, one more of these, I think, unless there's more in the kiln. All right, let's see what's next. I'm also gonna move this bucket out of my way before I trip over it as well. Because I am the clumsiest of clumsy people. Let's see what we got next. Did I already make a purple and black F off I'm knitting? I don't know. We'll find out soon when we open the kiln. We will find out soon. All right, I've got a couple that I don't make very often, and for colors, like I've got this one. It says a long time ago in a yarn group far, far away. It's one of the Star Wars and knitting or yarny crossovers, and I think I used to make it the Arizona Sunrise. So like this one, the like purple and black. because I've got 2 or 3 that I already make blue and black because it's very appropriate. But if I was going to do it another color, should I just do it solid black? Or should I just leave it sunrise for this one? I'll put it with where the sunrise things are, because that's what it used to be. And like this one is going to be blue. It says, "May the fleece be with you." Sometimes you just can't resist. He's passed out. Whoops. I think those are going to be red. Okay. We're getting several of them over here. Okay, this one just needs to be waxed. This is the one that says, "I have no shelf control." This is one where I may have gone a bit too overboard on the complexity. I haven't had any already. But I think I may have glazed some of them already. I'll get another batch. Yeah. No, I don't think I'm gonna get to that color. But I saw this on a t-shirt. I still need to find the t-shirt. But it says I have no shelf control. The t-shirt already also had a cat on it. I think at this point almost every graphic tee I have is like it has to have a cat on it somewhere. Whoops, sorry. I'm just gonna hold off on those for a second. We'll get some more over here as we get more of them done. Where am I gonna put you? Can I put this up here and not block the cat? Cause you know, we got priorities here. Well, we can still see the cat. As long as we can still see the cat, we're good. There we go. This is our brand new bucket of black glaze. The prongs of my whisk are starting to come apart. So I've got some tape holding everything together, and then I zip tied the ends back together so that it won't, like, things won't start flying off. Can I make a Japanese cracked gold pottery? Is that kintsugi, or is that, like, what do you mean by cracked gold? Do you mean like repaired with gold? That's what kintsugi is. I could dip this entirely in the bucket since I've got a full bucket, but I want the glaze to dry a little bit faster, so I'm just going to glaze the inside and then the outside. Yeah. Can I do it like I do not have that much gold, you know, to do it, but it can be done. A lot of people, if they want that look, they do it with resin. Like put something back together with resin and then like paint the resin gold to make it look like that, but like if someone wanted me to do that to repair something, then that's how I would approach it. With like gold leaf or whatever. I feel like it would be a very like funny juxtaposition to do the kintsugi or something on a piece like this that has curse words on it, you know? Make it seem like the most precious thing ever. Or we make a bunch of different Star Trek mugs, and the one with that's red, we always tell people, be careful, don't drop that one, you know. But have a red shirt mug that's put back together with gold leaf. But we did have someone tell us one time, like, they bought a set of all three like the three colors that we had, the blue, the yellow, and the red, and of course the one that they broke when they got home was the red one. Nope, still out cold. Minnie's still up here in her hammock. You probably couldn't even see her because she's almost like completely inside the hammock. Intern life is so hard, oh my gosh. Throwing stitches, hello. Oh my gosh. She moved. I didn't see her move. She's like hanging out of the hammock now. It looks funnier from my perspective. There's Minnie. Loving the kitty cams today, yes. They finally decided to grace us with their presence. But part of that was bribery with catnip. So look at his face, he's dreaming. Did you see his face twitch? Did you see his little whiskers twitch? It was a paw twitch too. So what I'm actually doing today is glazing things. We have a full-fledged cat stream going on, but while the cats are snoozing, I am glazing some pots. And we will be doing a kiln opening, so maybe once I get some glaze on a few of these, we'll open the kiln, see how everything turned out. That eye's not quite open. Minnie will do the freakiest thing. Y'all tell me, do your cats do this? Do your cats fall asleep with their eyes open? Like, it is the creepiest looking thing. Looks like we use this one to kind of show you what I'm doing over here. We have, trying to see if we can get, there we go. We got Minnie and the bucket in the same camera. There we go. We can do this. And this one will end up being the Scrubland color, which is a black and white combination. And then one of the smaller ones too. You like the shape? Yes, these are the swirly mugs for obvious reasons. Okay, we've got several of these that are going to be Starry Night. And I gotta figure out where to put them because they're not going to fit on this table over here. It's almost time for your cat's dinner. This is one from the Marvelous Ms. Maisel show, if y'all remember that. I loved it. And this one I would normally make black, but which it's going to start out black, but it's actually been ordered in the Starry Night. So just because I make them one color doesn't mean they can't be any of the other colors that I have up here. Oh, stretch. ATB Plays, welcome back. See, it's been a bit since you were here, but you got a job. Congrats. What are you gonna be doing? Throwing Stitches. Your mom and her sisters loved that show to bits. Yes. Do I remove the wax before the kiln, or did I just load it and go? Nope, it burns off in the kiln. It burns off in the kiln. If you're using wax, you do need to have some ventilation system set up, because the burning wax is it not only smells bad, but it gets kind of toxic. So it's not something you want to be breathing in a whole lot of. You're working at your local Kroger in the pickup, yeah. And I should say, like, you need some type of ventilation system if you're firing a kiln indoors, no matter what, because there are fumes that are given off, like, as things burn out. Like in a bisque firing, you'll have all kinds of impurities burning out, because clay is organic. There's stuff that in the clay that will burn out, that needs to be gone. Then the same thing with the glazes, is there are materials in the glaze that will burn off, and depending on what you have, what the glazes are made of, some of it can be fairly harmful. So you need to just have a ventilation system to get all that out of there. Plus the heat. Though in like the heat of summer, venting the heat from a 2,000 degree kiln out into the 90 to 100 degree weather doesn't always seem to work that well for the heat, but at least it's something. What are we doing? Have I got too much stuff on the wheel? Oh, there here we go, big yawn. Close up of the fur. Nope, false alarm. Just needed to move and rotate. I'm splattering myself. What? Mm-hmm. If all that's catnip or what. Now, these guys are going to be solid black. These are the fuzzy duck mugs I've been working on for the past couple of days. We've got several of these in the kiln, and they wanted them all to be solid colors. They wanted an assortment of all of my solid colors, and so one of those is going to be solid black. Don't lay your head on that. Hey, Cynthia. So, the lady who fired the things that she sold you, fired during the week with no classes in her basement. So she fired things in her basement when there was nobody else there. Yeah, and sometimes, you know, people don't use a ventilation system, and you know, whether or not they think it's just the smell they're dealing with or what, it may not bother them that much, but, and some people, and if you don't use wax, then it's definitely not going to smell as much. I know sometimes in a community studio setting, like there are a lot of places that will not let you use wax resist because of the smell during firing and the fumes. You are certainly not awake yet, are you, buddy? Are you really going up there to bother her? I mean, yeah, I can't stop anything if you're over here provoking him. You can't remember how you learned about the classes, but you could buy pieces in glaze and pay to have them fired. Okay, yeah, like slip casting, and then yeah. Was this recently, or was it like a long time ago? I think I got some more pieces that can be black. But I may just start with these. One thing I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go actually open up the lid to the kiln and see what temperature it's at, because I've got it had it propped open, cooling down, because when I opened it, it was like at 450 degrees. So, or when I propped it open, it is at, it says 150. Let's see if I need my fuzzy gloves. There we go. All right, it's looking good. I'm gonna move one of my cameras over there and get that set up. It's gonna be this one. So I will be right back. I'm gonna put the be right back screen up so I don't like cause an earthquake. So I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, here we go. Let's fix this. I don't know that I even like repositioned the camera. So we're pointing at the edge of the kiln. That's helpful, isn't it? No. I'll move the camera. How far over does it go? It doesn't really go that. It doesn't really cover the entire screen, so I'll not mess with it. I'll move the camera. Which side of the kiln is that facing? Let's see. So we do have some of the jade and black in here that I was talking about for the bookworms. Okay, so this is the front of the kiln. There we go. See if that's any better. There is one experiment in here that I'm kind of excited about because I can see it. All right, that's good. That's about as much as we're going to see of the kiln because it is that close up to the top. Because we do have 4 layers in here. I believed it was around 90 pieces altogether we got in there. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, Cynthia, you said you learned about this. You were doing the paint your own pottery stuff in the 80s. Like that was super popular in the 80s, and that was typically how it was done. Is somebody would have a home studio and would do classes out of their home. I think like in the 90s, and even now, you have places that have like a brick and mortar where you can go in and buy bisqueware and paint it. But anymore, like in the 80s, it was the way electric kilns were marketed, because maybe late 70s or early 80s is when electric kilns really became, I guess, affordable. And the way that they were marketed to people was that you could have your own business, you know, pay for your kiln and teach classes. This was a business model that was really promoted. And so you will find now, and for the past 15, 20 years, like, every other estate sale, well, you know, you'll find at estate sales all the time, like kilns in people's basements with molds and with slip casting equipment. Because at that point, it was people did a lot of their own slip casting to do all of the get all the bisque. But anymore, that business model is changed to, instead of people doing all the slip casting themselves, people just buy the bisqueware from others, and then have people come in and paint it. So they'll fire their kilns for a glaze, but they won't do all the slip casting anymore. But yeah, no, we see a lot of those type of estate sales where there's just a basement full of plaster molds. And actually, we have some molds from a place like that, because there was some equipment at this estate sale, and somebody told us about it because we did pottery, and they're like, if you want any of this stuff, you have to take it all. Like, you can, you know, just give me a number. Like, I don't care, you know, you just got to promise to take it all off. And we hauled off so much junk and threw so much of it away, but we kept a few things. I have it's probably like up to my waist, like this massively huge Cookie Monster cookie jar mold that I kept. I've never actually slip cast it, but I just kept it for the principle of it being a Cookie Monster cookie jar. I see what you're doing. I need to put the lid on this before it ends up with catnip everywhere. What are you doing? He's going after the catnip bag. Look at him. There's no telling where that thing's gonna end up. All right, I'm going to go get some stuff out of the kiln. Y'all keep an eye on the catnip bag. I think I can get the ones out of this top layer without having to get out my fuzzy gloves, but I think I will need to get the gloves as the further down in the kiln we go, because it says it's at 150 degrees right now, but that's like, you know, maybe the top layer, and that's the temperature of the air. The pots, especially the further down we get, are going to be a little bit warmer. But this is the jade and the black. This one says, I crochet so I don't kill people. We have a necromancer and a F off I'm knitting. We have some curse words here, and then this is one of the bookworms, what it looks like. So I may make the tankard this color. This is one of the little swirly mugs in jade and black. Yeah, like I can pick these up, but I don't know that I'd want to carry them very far. The bottoms are still kind of warm. This one is the iron, which is a very fun color. It's kind of a neutral color, but the closer you look at it, the more colors you can see. There's a lot of variation here, and I'm always happy when I get more red crystals than anything else. But this is more for the fuzzy duck. Most of the solid colors are going to be for the fuzzy duck. And they have both the 10 ounce and the 20 ounce mugs. So I've got some over here that are smaller. And also bright colors too. This is the solid yellow, which there's going to be some more of in here, I think. And what I was waiting for. So Fuzzy Duck wanted to know if they could have a rainbow duck. So I made a sample rainbow duck. And I think it looks okay. I don't know if I would rather there be little lines separating the colors, because this gets very melty, and because it's what it is. It's glass. It's gonna melt. It moves a little bit, so they're not straight lines. What do you think? If you were gonna buy a rainbow duck, would you rather it have crisp, clean lines? And I can show you what the alternative would look like. Maybe. Yes. Because this is what they saw this one, and they asked if they could have one like it, but with their logo. So wait, where are we at here? So this is the lines that go through it that separates the colors, and this is what it looks like without. I worry, because there's not as much room there. I worry that the lines would maybe be really way too busy, but it might be okay. So there's our rainbow duck. That's how they asked me if they could do that. They're like, they didn't say, hey, could our logo be a rainbow? They're like, could I have a rainbow duck too? But they are a shop in northern Kentucky. They are a bookstore, a coffee shop, and a yarn shop. So a craft, book, and coffee shop. I need gloves. These are not the fuzzy gloves. They're not the best gloves because there's some issues there, but they give me a little bit more mobility when I'm trying to get between the shelves and pick things up. There we go. Just gotta remember not to use my index finger. What we have next, we have the Jaden iron, which the Jaden black, the Jaden iron is the brown and the green. That looks good. It looks like it's supposed to. There's the swirly one. And we have some solid jade by itself, which is one of my favorite colors, just solid colors by itself. And then the jade and white. It's very self-explanatory. The white over the jade makes it a little bit of a brighter color. And then we do have some brighter colors. We're getting to those. We have this one, which is the cotton candy. It's the blue and pink. So I can pick these up. I don't know if I can. The gloves aren't letting me, my fingers stretch. Let's go check on chat and get something to drink, because it is warm over there. What are you doing, and where is the thing? Why don't you come over here? There are a lot more holes in this than there were a while ago. Come on. Just, there you go. I need to get him like a toy. You know, they make toys that you can, like with a pouch where you can put catnip in them. I need to do that. Possibly I should move these as well. All right. Let's continue on. We have almost unloaded the second layer. We've got that one third shelf over here. And I left my gloves in there. Let's see how bad this is. It's a little bit warm, but I can hold it for a second. This is a swirly cotton candy. Go back in here and get my gloves. I'm getting the fuzzy gloves this time. Fuzzy gloves. So this is the solid yellow again. Now this one on the Fuzzy Duck logo, like there's some really thin spots there. I might refire this one. You can usually refire most glazes, but you don't always, want to count on that. You want to try to catch anything that might be a blemish beforehand. But so those are good. We got the green and blue. Get this one up very carefully. All right, we did that good. This shelf over here, you can't see it very well, but it had, the stilts had, there was 2 stilts on top of one another. And what happens sometimes is when I pick up the shelf, I have to pick it up very carefully because I want to make sure none of these stick to the shelf above it, and then but only stick for a second and then fall off, destroying something. So they're not supposed to stick, but they sometimes do. Now let's get these up. The shelves aren't heavy, they're just a little bit awkward, because I want to get them out without hitting the walls of the kiln, because I don't know if you can see the walls of the kiln very well or not, but see some of the pieces that are kind of chipped and broken. The bricks are very soft, so if I hit them with a shelf, the bricks are going to give, not the shelf. So what do I have here? I see some red and blue and pink. We have some unicorn farts. That's the glaze this is. It is kind of like pink and purple over gray. And this is one of our newer mugs. It says, "When I think about books, I touch my shelf." Tell me what closed captioning thought of that, if it got it right or wrong. Also one that says, "I like big balls and I cannot lie." Big balls of yarn. We've got this one, which is the Stormy Skies color, the kind of bluish, light blue over gray. I've got a blue and red, which we call Fire and Ice. And then another of the Cotton Candy, which turned out really, really nice. And then for some of the smaller 10-ounce mugs over here, this one is the solid denim blue. We have the seafoam color again, the green and white. And then the solid gray by itself, which was the same that was on the rainbow duck. There we go. Not used to it sticking from that side. All right, we got one more layer. Let's see what else is in here. Because sometimes by the time I, get this started, and then by the time it's taken 8 to 9 hours to reach temperature and then another day to cool down, I forget what I put in here because I've already done 2 other kiln loads worth of stuff. There we go, yellow! So what all, we have solid pink, solid yellow. This one, we've got some of these that are fuzzy ducks, but some of these are also our dolly mugs, our cups of ambition. And then fuzzy ducks. This is actually like one of my favorite yellows. It's probably of the brighter colors. It's my favorite because it's not annoyingly bright. Like to me, it's not. It's a nice buttery yellow. So I'm always very happy whenever I get to use it. And then we have some solid pink, which is another cup of ambition. This one is a custom order, so in solid pink. And then some more of the solid gray. This one is a color I don't think we've seen yet. It's denim and white. Kind of moving a few things around. Let's get over here and get some of the solid blue things. I think they're all fuzzy ducks. Oop. Now that's one that will need to be refired. I need to see if that's like something that can be refired, or if there was something inside the mug. But there's a little like a pock mark there on the black glaze of the medallion. But I can refire that. What is this one? This one says, I'd rather be crocheting. Do we have anybody here that agrees with that? More fuzzy ducks. And I see 4 more. Ooh, purple. So we have pink and purple and gray and blue. So a pretty good firing. There's only been like 2 pieces that I know I need to refire, so we haven't lost anything completely. That is a success. Because there are a plethora of many things that can go wrong. in the glaze firing. So just having to refire a few pieces is really good. Jamie, knitting by preference, but you can crochet if you have to. You'd rather be spinning. I've got some around here somewhere, I think they're already done, where they say spinning, because knitting just isn't weird enough. And I always think that, like, always forget that it seems weird for somebody to be knitting in public or anything like that, or to have like a crafty hobby, because I'm committed to my own crafty hobby, and I go to all the different like fiber events and stuff that I forget, every once in a while you'll see on TV where somebody's like knitting at a ball game and the camera focuses on them and tries to make fun of them, like, so I always forget that it's weird to some people. You're going to make a sweater, and you've got to spin the yarn first. Yeah, that's actually, so one of the events at the Maryland Sheep and Wool is, what do they call it? Now I don't know, is it farm to shawl or something like that, sheep to shawl, where it's an event that takes place the entire weekend, and you shear the sheep. You clean it, you spin the wool, and then you knit, weave, whatever you're going to do to make it into something. And like, I don't know if the prize is for who gets done first or who makes the best product, but yeah, that's a big event that goes on every year. Hello again. I think we found the catnip that he likes. So now that the kiln is empty, there are, we could start filling it back up once we get everything glazed. We have like the start of a layer on a lot of things, and I'm gonna put a second layer on some of these black mugs, or the mugs that I'm glazing black. I don't know what he's doing. He's licking my bucket. And nuzzling it. I don't know why. Come here. Come on. He's like, okay. Though it is a little bit too warm in here to be doing this. But the kitty purrs. But the kitty purrs. Ooh, yeah. You went, Jamie, you went to a sheep farm in Missouri on shear day and bought the fleece you're going to turn into your sweater, but you need to pick up another yarn bowl. I might be able to help you with that. This glaze will be, this kiln load will be mostly mugs, and then the one after that will be yarn bowls. he is not bright. Yeah, well, but he's loving. And he really likes this catnip. Here we go. What? All right, let's see. Might need to stir this up a little bit more. Probably should go get my camera. It's actually still looks pretty good. I don't know that I actually need this anymore, so put that in there. But I'm gonna put the second layer of glaze on these guys. He's like following the mug. He's nosy. He is. He tries to figure out what I'm doing. Yes, we need to get rice. The taco rice or the Spanish rice, whatever you prefer. Now, you have been asleep for the majority of the afternoon. We have video evidence of this. I think Minnie wants the cat bed taco. She's like, this is my mid-afternoon nap spot, sir. I'm gonna just protect my drink over here. That's the wax. She sat in the wax. So I'm keeping Minnie from having a pink rear end. It's the wax that she spilled earlier. Rural or Walmart, either will have them. Either will.
Voy a cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue y la casa de la bachata. Voy a cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue y la casa de la bachata. La casa del merengue, la, y la casa de la bachata. Música, 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 te traigo música. Música, música, música de la República.
See if we can see both of them. There's Minnie. What is this? This is a piece of catnip. That's what that is. Mm-hmm. What, I paid the tolls? Was I not supposed to stop? It's her getting ready for another nap. That's what she does. That's how she spent most of the morning up there, just passed out. So one thing I did learn by opening up the kiln and emptying it out is that I did not make any purple curse word mugs, so I will remedy that. Because we gotta have some purple curse word mugs. I missed part of my handle here. Okay. There we go. All right. What? That's all I need from that one for now. Now, what did I do with the lid? What did I do with it? There's only so many places it could go. She's like, why are you worrying about that when you could be petting me? You know, what did I do with the lid? It's not on the floor. It's not leaning over there. Ah, there it is. It is on the floor. All right. Well, I am going to take a break. I will work on this again later tonight. Hopefully get everything loaded up this evening. So if I load this kiln tonight, it is Thursday. I'll open it up Saturday morning. What? She's very like chirpy and talkative, so I don't know if you can hear her little mews, but she's like that. She's very talkative. So I think I'm going to say goodbye until tomorrow. Let's get out the best keyboard in the world. And see who else is on this afternoon. I'm scanning through, seeing if I recognize anybody. So let's go see 9.5. I haven't seen them in a while. I actually got to meet them at TwitchCon this past year. But they are crocheting. So here we go. So guys, thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit and sharing the kiln opening with me. It was a success, and I'm going to fill the kiln up and fire it again. So thank you for hanging out with me for a bit, and have a good evening. I will see y'all later. Here we go.